IAAPA in Orlando, Florida was this past week, and except for a bunch of train reveals, there really weren't any significant announcements or new ride models announced. One, however, that was told was quite a surprise. Jim Shea and Wyland Schwarzkopf, son of the famous Anton, have created a new but also old coaster model. This is everything you need to know and my thoughts on the new Retro Wildcat 2.0. Let's first jump into some background knowledge of the coaster. We'll begin with the backstory. To our knowledge, this story from Wyland Schwarzkopf could be a little stretched, but in his words, a German park with the original Wildcat model was looking to sell to another park. After selling the coaster, the park immediately regretted its decision because of the popularity of the ride. Recently, there aren't that many family coasters besides very heavily themed family coasters or ones with complex systems in place, such as launches, turntables, or spinning. Wildcat was such a fabulous ride because the coaster was worked for families and also thrill seekers as an excellent ride for anyone without the complex systems. This got Wyland and his good friends at Premier Rides thinking about a possible expansion of the since-defunct Wildcat model. Introducing Retro Wildcat 2.0. Retro Wildcat 2.0 will be taller, longer, and faster than the previous Wildcat. It will stand at a height of around 82 feet and have a speed of about 45 miles per hour if my calculations were correct. Also, the ride will have an extended layout while still fitting in a small footprint. As of the recording, an official POV has not been released, so we can only guess on layouts. What I'm thinking is that it's just an upscaled version of the original with some helixes in the middle or extended out on the ride. It could also improve on track profiling or the trains. Think of Wildcat, but instead of going straight into the brakes, with that extra speed, it goes into a couple of tight helixes like the end of the Jetstar coasters. For those wondering, the original helixes on the ride could also be raised to add more elements. Also, all of the drops would be bigger and higher with an extra lap or two around the structure. So, which parks would be good fits for this new Wildcat? One of the first parks that come to mind is Six Flags St. Louis. Once again, Six Flags St. Louis desperately needs to fill their family coaster gap. They have a spinning coaster, which is debatably a thrill coaster and also a horrible mine train. A Wildcat would be great for this park, especially backed by Boomerang and Screamin' Eagle over in the corner by Sky Screamer. Another Six Flags park is Six Flags America. Six Flags America has one coaster meant for families, with Raging Cajun. Past that, everything else is a thrill coaster. Wild One is too intense and Roar is too rough to cater to families. A Wildcat would be great, especially with how flat Six Flags America is. The same can be said for Holiday World. Holiday World, located in the middle of nowhere, Indiana, has no family coaster. The closest would either be the Kiddie Coaster or Raven, a pretty intense wooden coaster. Holiday World could really use a Wildcat back in the woods or back by Thunderbird. My final prediction may be a bit of an odd one, but Magic Springs in Hot Springs, Arkansas could really use a new investment and a family coaster. They only have a mine train right now, with everything else being more for seasoned guests. A new coaster to draw people back into this park would be great. So what do I think of Wildcat? I think that bringing back such a classic coaster would be great for parks everywhere looking for a nostalgic ride but also a family coaster. A traditional family coaster of this size would be fantastic, that way guests of all ages, including older generations drawn in from the nostalgic factor, would be great for parks. I could even see some Cedar Fair parks catching on considering Cedar Fair loves catering to park history recently. I can't wait to experience this new but old model. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment what you think of Retro Wildcat 2.0 and have a great rest of your day.